Hold on, let me look here. 11:30 on April 29th. I don't know, man. Check out my new guitar. Check that bad boy out. Yours right now if you order for $300. Krazy Red. Got a new bag. Ooh. Better practice more. According to the legend, that's a finger exercise Slash was doing when Izzy Stradlin and Axl Rose came up with chords and lyrics to it. A song, now known very well song, but Slash hated the song because it was a finger exercise. The whole intro of the song was just a finger exercise he was working on. So when he had to play the song live, he hated it. He's like, fuck, play this stupid thing again. And I'm playing it now with my arm all jacked up. Which, by the way, the arm is like, it's coming back now, but it hurts in my foot too. Like, I get these zingers in my foot. I call them zingers. Where it's like I feel like I can, like my foot is, I basically feel like my foot's waking up. And as it wakens up and loosens up, it's like remembering the last thing it felt, which is like, screw getting put in my ankle. So, but I've been doing some staff work, which has actually been helping loosen up my arm. I might even start throwing some blades soon, just to get my arm back. But it's a humbling experience when the things you used to be able to do you take for granted, and then all of a sudden you can't do them. And you wonder if you're ever going to be the same. Probably not, but we can add survived car acts, get hit by car to the list of things. Krazy Red survived, You like my... Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? Just wait for the hair to grow back. What is still growing, at least. And we got this Fesley, so I got some good news finally. I got a little bit of the insurance. Well, I got what they could give me at least, and ordered some new glasses, and got myself a brand new guitar, electric. Of course, I got it camouflaged. Still got the tag on it in case I have to send it back. A Fesley. So here's the story. This thing was on, on the Facebook doom scrolling, of course, and then I see camouflage guitar. You need one, Red. You know you want one. $88. And it came with the gig bag, which is actually pretty nice, and double humbuckers. And honestly, if the name on the end of this stock said Epiphone or even Gibson on it, because that's what it's basically designed to be like, and it's a little heavy, like a real Gibson would be, like a 58 kind of style. And well, I had it plugged into the amp for about 10 minutes before it blew up, the amp, but it sounded fucking great. Now I'm torn between whether I should get like another amp or if I should just send this guitar back. It's a lot of weight to carry around. Big old piece of wood like this. Big old axe. does play nice though. It's nice to be on the electric, and it sits right. You know, it's like standard issue meat potatoes right here. Um, like a good Smith and Wesson. Staying in tune. Airplane, wake on my airplane, my skin is dead, skin is dead. Playing that in the wrong key. Should be there it is. When I didn't destroy that part of my brain. Wake on my airplane, awake on my airplane, my skin is bad, skin is bad. Wake on my airplane, awake on my airplane, my skin is bad, skin is bad. You born. I forget how that song goes. Everyone believes that no one wants to be left alone. And I think it's you want to take my picture, but I don't remember. Something like that. Hold on. Well, wait a minute. Just having an electric feels nice. Because I can actually remember it. Wake on my airplane, awake on my airplane, my skin is bad, my skin is bad. Awake on my airplane, awake on my airplane, my skin is bad, skin is bad. Yeah, maybe not. Sorry, it's hard to get up there these days. Well, not that hard, but I haven't sang or played that shit since the 90s. Babe, babe, baby, baby, I have to leave you. I said, babe, baby, baby, I've got to leave you. I ain't joking now, woman, I got to ramble through the rambles of the something to the bushes, bristles to the rambles. Yeah, they love that one at the open mic. I'm stoned. Anyway, it's Krazy Red Crash Report. And what news to report? Well, we're getting to the end of this, I think. Got probably like a month maybe before I gotta really start I gotta get the fuck out of here and do something in my life. I might be up for something. I might be up for one more adventure. We're getting there. The arm is getting there. Working out with this guitar. And the shoulder is getting looser. I've been doing staff work again. And that actually, believe it or not, been really helping my elbow. My shoulder loosen up. Still not quite there all the way, but I can still do the reverse. I can still pass the baton behind my back with the reverse style. So it's like there's hope, is what I'm trying to say. I might still have a karate movie left in me after all. I'm just gonna have to fight with my handicap. You know, if the old man comes out, he can still fight. But he's got his, he's had to learn how to use his handicap to his advantage. Like the drunken master. So that's about it. My pain is so self-chosen. At least, so the prophet said. I could either drown or cut off his wings, tied to my waist, and on the sea. I forget the word. Fall down. The rhythm of the sea falls down. The only direction we go is down, down, fall down, down, fall down. Down, fall down, down, fall down, down, fall down. The only direction we go is down. Ooh, yeah, getting loosened up, man. You know what the thing sucks? Is after I do this, my arm's gonna tighten up because I'm working all these muscles right here, and it's all gonna go. Although I could take a muscle relaxer, maybe go for a little walk, and that helps loosen it up, you know. But it also kind of makes me lightheaded, dizzy. I gotta. That's when I just focus on stretching, you know. Try to stretch it out, like I pull on it. Sometimes I'll put it behind the wheelchair arm and just lean forward like that and go, oh, why do you hurt so much? But that's life for crazy fucking red. I don't even know why cannot bother to get out of bed. Uh, yeah. So anyway, my transition into the Crimson Sage is almost complete. I got my walking stick. My walking staff is over there. And, it's coming back to life. It's ironic. It's kind of like the accident happened on Thanksgiving, so it was like the turkey got its head cut off. You know what I mean? It was death. The final death before winter hits. You know what I mean? And then I was in gestation all winter, like almost in stasis, I guess you could say. And the world was frozen. You know what I mean? And it all made perfect fucking sense. But it was a fucking whoa. And I tell you the truth, looking back on it now, just for posterity's sake, for my own testimony, pretty glim. But there was this sort of, it's like, how can you explain, like, you might have problems, you might think you got shit that's bothering you, right? And then you get like a real near-death experience, sucker punch from God, kind of, how you like them fucking apples. And it'll snap you right out of whatever like shit you had going on in your head at the time. Give you a new perspective. And, there's no denying that part. Is I guess it's how the only way to survive is to sort of lose your ego, I guess you could say. And you have no choice now but to just survive because you don't know if you're gonna make it. You don't even know if you're gonna make it still with all the trauma because scar tissue and shit. Like the accident may still kill me one day because of some bullshit complications due to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how certain life-changing injuries are. As a person, I honestly have to be honest with you. I don't fucking care anymore. But I've learned to just keep my mouth shut. Focus on positivity because negativity, the one thing I do believe in and picked up from probably my time with the hippies in the jungle, was that whole your vibe attracts your tribe, your vibe affects your healing, your vibe. So it's actually been a blessing that I'm home and my family's just letting me sit on the couch and play video games for a minute because what I need to do just to heal up from this accident. It's been the exhausting part is that it's like you got to keep getting up with these injuries every day. Sometimes I wake up from dreams before I was the accident, and I'm like running or doing something in the dream, and I wake up and it's like, oh, fuck. It's worse than, it's almost as bad as jail dreams. I don't know if anybody's ever done a little time, but I did a little time in county a few times. Just 30 days in lockup county, but I remember having dreams of being out and then waking up in jail to the sound of jail and the cots and being like, oh fuck, back here we are again. So this is a different kind of, it's the prison of the body. And a good reminder of what's to come. Death is next, certain for everyone, including myself. And just lucky that I didn't die on that road that day. I got hit, and I should just count that blessing and move on. Because to to dwell on it too much. It's very negative space because it's negative energy, and a lot of negative energy got released in it. And it just, so it's one of the things where it's like, you best just move on with that one. I'm glad you got a little insurance money for it. That's about it. I have strong feelings about it. There's no doubt in that. Okay, but and a few people who I trust have had my ear on it. But as far as like Krazy Red, my show and all the bullshit, like all I ever wanted to do was play music, man, be a rock star. So that's kind of where I want to stay focused. What's weird is that so much of my identity was taken away as well as my mobility and everything. Was, because of this situation. I had everything I owned basically on the back of that bicycle, and when I got hit, it was all taken away from me, just like that. And it was so weird because I have a bag with all my crystals, and something told me to wear it that day. But whenever I would wear it, it would always sit in front, and it would get in the way. And I probably still have that bag if I had done that. I don't know. There were so many things that happened in those couple of days leading up to the accident, where it was like my spider sense, my intuition, whatever you want to call that, was screaming at me to get off the road. For a while, I didn't want to talk about any of it because insurance companies could possibly say maybe like, well, he had precognition, you know, so he's at fault. He knew he should have trusted his psychic instincts. So I didn't say anything about it, but except for what was in the videos. So if you watch the videos, the reason why I'm making this one, same thing, let's just document my story. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it for now. I think one day I will come out with something about what really transpired on that day. But the river of deceit flows down. This could really be a Frankenstein guitar. I could see myself taking this cheap $80 body. I don't know. I gotta get an amp going. This humbuckers might actually sound good. Sometimes you get these cheap guitars that sound great. And sometimes it's just a player, the person playing them. And I think that's true in certain players. Like Jeff Beck, I think, for example, is a guitar player who could probably pick up any guitar in the world and blow your mind with it. Because he just has such an art to his. There's something about Jeff Beck's solos, solo playing that's uniquely Jeff Beck, but there's a reason why so many artists, guitar players, will point the finger at him and go, well, "Yeah, but listen to that." How the fuck is he doing that? He's like pulling it right out of heaven. Jimmy was always a little left of heaven, you know what I mean? He was a little sideways. Jimmy Page, but Jeff Beck has that tone, and just that sort of, he has a way of just playing the blues in a way. He has this sort of, You should go pick up yourself some Jeff Beck and listen to it. That's all I can tell you. If you're really committed this long to this project endeavor of mine, one of my top fans are just screaming for more Krazy Red videos. Krazy Red Hermit. Anyway, I'm sure you're tired of watching me stare off into space. I know I am. So that's a half hour of Krazy Red's Crash Report.